In this video, I'm doing exactly what you should never do and put the cheapest transmission I could find into my $2,500 Escalade. The results are just insane, so make sure to stick around to the end. Before we get into it, please just hit that like button. This is the transmission that we got for $250. In the last video, we already went and got this guy out. Last time it took us 4 days to get that out. How long do you think it's gonna take us?
We got it in 3 hours tonight. He's got no confidence.
No. Show them our bolt setup, bro.
This is our lineup. We got a few more over there,
bro.
hanging on that wall.
We're gonna figure this out. Everything is in here. Maybe 3 hours. Only one way to find out. Is it already in all the way? Like people were making it seem like it was like you're trying to crack a code, picking a lock.
You're breaking a lock.
Yeah. Now it's like it just goes in.
You just slide it in.
Like try and get this.
Yo, this thing.
Oh my god, it's not even.
Transmission more.
Now it's looking.
Look how far I want to go.
Right.
The bolt is going to come out no matter what. We know it's in there. We replayed the video. It literally sounds like it's rolling somewhere and we don't see it fly out of anywhere, meaning that it's in the flex plate. It took me 2 hours to remember I literally have one of these guys. Like, oh my God. Hopefully we find it right away. I have a really good feeling it's right there. And yeah, I'm using a block of wood as a pillow. So I was trying to get the bolt up on right here. You see where the little hole is? That's where I was trying to get the bolt in and it fell right in here. Now where it fell is where we've been fighting for so long to figure out. Look, you can see both of those holes down there. No way. It was there the whole time. It took us 2 hours to find it. It's just an odd position. There's no way you could find it without a camera. Bro, first try after looking at the camera. There's no way.
Yo, what's up? No way.
It was actually so easy.
Actually, where was it?
I just hooked up the camera to it and I saw where it was. I went right to it. All right, right now the whole transmission is fully hooked in. But before I go ahead and throw the cross beam and the calic converters on, I'm gonna go ahead and replace the oil filter on this transmission. We're gonna open it up and see if it looks that bad. Oh snap. Now I do want to take a look at the actual pan and see if we have any debris in here. Because this right here is what's going to tell us if this transmission is healthy or not. I mean, at least if it's catastrophically bad or not. That's a better way of putting it. The good news is there's no huge chunks of pieces or metal. But I think all that black right there, this is all shavings, metal shavings. I think this is normal wear. Let's take a look at this magnet. I can't tell if this is normal, but this is kind of covered in like metal shavings. Transmissions do wear over time. It's completely normal. I just don't know what's an acceptable amount of metal shaving. For 190,000 miles, this really isn't that bad. Let me know what y'all think about this. Yeah. We're pretty much done. Right now I'm just filling up the transfer case fluid because in my last video I dropped it on my head and it went everywhere. Now we can just lower the car, see if anything blows up under here, you know? I don't know, man. If the car drives, imagine I put it in reverse and it starts flooring in reverse.
It just goes like...
I'm gonna need you to help me out, bro. You got at least put a hand out, you know? Oh, snap.
Oh. Oh.
That came out of nowhere.
Yo.
I went to like slightly move it and just...
Yeah, it just came
This
down.
car looks way too low.
No, I know. Yo, wait.
Oh, maybe because the back is on the sky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look what.
I was about to say, bro.
That's way too easy.
I was about to say, bro. Look at this gap, bro.
Yeah.
It's just
Yo,
leaning to the
look
left,
how
too.
flip forward, bro.
It's leaning to the left as well,
Just
bro.
go ahead.
Oh. Ooh. Funky, but low-key it's working, bro. My God, bro.
Alright, it's been about a month, like a week since I last started this car. We got so much done to it. We got the tie rods, we got the engine mount, we got the exhaust manifold, the valve cover gaskets, and most of all the transmission. Yeah, there's a good chance something goes wrong, but it's whatever. I will be getting a reprogram just today. I just want to see the car kind of roll a little bit. Let's see, yeah, so really quickly with the scanner, you just literally pulls it up. I'm not even thinking about this. I'm like more worried about what's going on here. It's just doing this thing. As of now, we don't have any fire, you know?
Yeah.
The amount of wire harnesses we're messing with.
No fire.
With this scanner, which not every scanner has this like functions, it can scan every single system. This is TCM right here. I'm gonna scan everything just in case I move one of the wire harnesses. So we're gonna do system scan. The TCM and the ECM is like the two more serious ones, but the TCM is what we're looking at right now. I'm gonna start the car up.
Let's see. It's gonna work. We got that. Woo! Yeah! Sounds great. Yes, sir, bro.
You hear that?
Yeah.
This scanner has saved me so much time. If you mess anything up, this thing will tell you exactly where to go and what's wrong, everything. Like I don't have to worry about. Now when I work on cars, I look like don't stress as much because I know this thing will catch every little mistake. I'll put the link to the Mucar 892BT down below if you want to grab one of these. It helps out so much, and I can't imagine doing anything with this car without it. It goes in reverse. It goes in reverse.
It works.
Look at this space that we had. Look at this mess.
Disgusting.
I know. It turns on and it runs. When you buy something for $250, you just don't expect to even change gears.
I know.
You just put it in and it blows up. Doesn't sound terrible, but that doesn't matter if it doesn't shift well. All right, the last thing that's left for us to do is reprogram the transmission. The only issue right now is I've never done it before. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and call up Cadillac just so you have an idea of how much this part of the whole process is.
Cadillac.
Yeah, how you doing? I just got a transmission put in and basically just trying to like, get it reprogrammed. I'm wondering how much would y'all quote for that?
It'd be $214 plus tax.
$214 plus tax. Cool, gotcha. So not bad at all. $214 plus tax for the transmission reprogramming, considering they've quoted me over $2,000 for like a 30-minute job before. But thing is, we've done almost everything ourselves, so you already know. I'm gonna go ahead and try doing it myself. It's really not as complicated as this sounds. So right now, I've already downloaded all the softwares and stuff that we need. You do need to get like a $50 subscription. That's about it. We're going to the transmission control module. New calibration to improve driveline clunk. What does that even mean, bro? All right, cool. Next. Estimated time remaining. Ooh.
It's loading.
It's doing it.
Oh,
It's beeping up here.
beeping.
Yeah. It's saying 8 minutes, 7 minutes. Okay. At least it's not like 3 hours.
It's not constant.
Oh, it unlocked the door.
What the heck?
Oh, action complete. That's it?
Okay.
That was really, really easy.
I ain't getting paid today.
Bro, that was like 2 minutes. It only costs about $50 per shot. So right now we just reprogrammed the transmission. That's only $50. Cadillac wanted $250. So you guys let me know what y'all think about that. We basically just saved $200. Yeah, so after about like 2 weeks, we finally got the $250 transmission in. The question is, how bad is it? So we got it hooked up, we got it reprogrammed, we changed the oil filter. This is kind of the moment of truth. Let's go see if this $250 transmission works or not. Look, you want to see my miles per gallon? Let's go ahead and put it in reverse. That was a quiet shift. No bangs, no clanking. It shifted and like that was a clean shift. And we still need alignment. Like look at this wheel. All right, we're going on a 20-mile-per-hour road. I just want to kind of like maybe gear 2 or 3. Nothing too crazy. Oh, I thought that was the car blowing up. Bro, it is shifting so nice. Like, we're going 40 miles per hour now. Now, do I want to hop on the highway yet? It's like butter. Yeah. Like, it's like butter, bro. Not a single hiccup. Like, for $250, bro? Like, I'm not feeling anything. Why is it working?
Something's suspicious.
Yeah, something's wrong. It's working. 60 miles per hour. Not a single slip. Not a single harsh shift so far. Bro, I'm waiting for our exit. There's no exit. I've been driving on this road for like 10, like what?
Where are we going,
8
bro?
minutes, bro?
Yeah,
like,
least.
all right, we gotta do a pull. Oh my God! Oh my God! That was so smooth, bro. That felt so good. That would never work before. All right. The floor now.
Oh my god, this is insane.
Bro, y'all don't understand, cause like a lot of things were depending on this thing working. Like, cause if the transmission doesn't work, we have to do all that all over again. Transmission's good.
It's insane.
That's it. Now it's time to get crazy. Everything we just did right there was stuff I could not do before. We'll do one last scan. We've really pushed this transmission. 0. I still can't believe it. Like, for $250, you really think it was like something. We took a massive risk and put days of work into a transmission that I had no idea would even ship. This was my first transmission swap, and although everything didn't really go as planned, I honestly couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Thank you all so much for the support. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next one.